What's going on, guys? Emmanuel Jones here, back at it with another NFL record prediction. And this time, I'm going to give you my NFL record predictions for the Chicago Bears. Give you my thoughts to see which matchup that I like for the Bears and which matches that I don't like for the Bears. So before I get to give you my record predictions for the Chicago Bears, just make sure you like the video and put the thumbs up to like it. Subscribe to my channel for more options. And don't forget to comment down your opinion below on what you think your prediction for the Bears is. Do you think the Bears are going to take a step forward this year? Do you think they're going to make the playoffs? Or you think they're going to decline this year and maybe the future? Just let me know in the comment section below on what your opinion on the Bears is. Alright, so week 1, the Bears kick it off with the LA Rams on Sunday Night Football. I actually have the Rams winning because, trust me, a rookie quarterback versus an elite defense like the Rams, that's a bad matchup. So that's why I think the Rams, easily win because they have the quarterback advantage in that game. They have the better coach and they're at home. They're just a better team. And I just think the speed that the Rams have on offense, I think it's going to be too much for the Bears defense to handle. But I wouldn't be shocked if they kept this game close. But I think the Rams find a way to win. Now, next game, they have to play versus the Bengals. Now, this is another game that can go either way, though, because, this could be the Andy Dalton revenge game. Because he could play versus his former team. But you know what? I feel like this game's going to be close, but I want to go towards the Bengals to win because, I'm just going to go with the Bears because I just feel like the Bears are the better team. They have the better coach. They're at home. Yeah. And I think they have the better defense. So I think their defense is really going to give Joe Burrow some issues. So, yeah. But I think it's going to be close, though. But if this is Justin Fields, I'll pick the Bears. If it's Andy Dalton, then I'll go with the Bengals. So, yeah, that's why. Now, week 3, they have to play versus the Browns. I actually have the Browns winning because the Browns are just the better team. Like I said, now this is, again, a rookie quarterback facing against an elite Browns defense, which is not really great. And plus, the Browns are the better team. They have the better quarterback. They have the better coach. And they're at home. So, yeah, that's why the Browns win. Now, next game, they have to play versus the Lions. They got to play week 4 versus the Lions. So, I actually have them splitting with the Lions. You know what? I'm going to say the Lions win the first game because they could have the quarterback advantage in that game. And I'm going to say now week 12 they have to play versus the Lions on Thursday, which is on Thanksgiving. I'm going to say the Bears win the second game because I just feel like the Bears are just I just think the Bears are the better team. So, yeah. So that's why I think they're going to split with each other. Next game, they have to play versus the Raiders. Now, this is a game right here that can go either way, but I could totally pick the Bears to win because I think they have the better defense than the Raiders do. But you know what? Since this game's in Las Vegas, I'm going to go with the Raiders because I just feel like they have the better quarterback advantage. And, they're at home. So, yeah. And I don't think the Bears have the corners to match up well with the Raiders receivers. So I feel like Henry Ruggs, Darren Waller will have a big game. So, yeah. That's why I think the Raiders will win. But I think it could be closer. But I feel like the Raiders will win by a field goal. Now, week 6, they have to play versus the Packers. I actually have them getting swept by the Packers. Because, the Packers are just the better team. They have the better quarterback advantage. And, they have the better coach. Yeah. Now, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't play, then I'll say the Bears will beat the Packers once. But that can totally change my mind. Now, next game, they have to play the Super Bowl champions, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I actually have the Buccaneers winning this game and getting their revenge on the Bears because you know what happened last year. We know the Bears beat the Buccaneers on Thursday Night Football. But you know what? The Bucks are just a better team. I mean, they have the better quarterback, the better coach, and they're at home. I mean, I kind of feel like that defense of Tampa Bay is really gonna find a way to slow down, that Bears rushing attack. So yeah. And I feel like that the Bucks receivers are gonna have a big day. I mean, with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Rob Gronkowski, I mean, yeah, they're just gonna have a big day versus that Bears secondary, which is not really great. So yeah. So that's why I got the Bucks winning. Now next game they have to play week 8, they gotta play versus the Niners. Now this game I believe is on Halloween. But you know what? Now this game can go either way though, because the Niners are a talented team because they have a really great defense. I mean, yeah. And the Bears have a great defense too, but this can go either way though. But I want to pick the Niners because they're just a better team. But because I don't really know who the Niners quarterback is, right? It's going to be Trey Lance or Jimmy G. I mean, if it's both rookies playing against each other, I mean, I could pick one of these teams, but I kind of call it a trap game for some reason. But you know what? I'm going to go with the Bears because I just think the Bears are the better because I just have the Bears upsetting the Niners because I just feel like that the Bears defense is good enough, to like slow down the Niners run game and that rushing attack. So yeah. And I just don't trust a rookie on the road versus a great defense like the Bears. So that's why I think the Bears are gonna upset the Niners. But if Justin Fields plays this game, then I will say the Bears will pick up the upset. Yeah, that's why I think the Bears will win. But I think it's gonna be close. But I say the Bears win by a field goal. Now next game they have to play the Steelers on a Monday Night Football. You know what? I actually have the Steelers winning because I just feel like the Steelers are the better team. They have the better coach. I mean, they're better at the quarterback position, and they're at home. So, yeah. Now, this again, I don't trust a rookie quarterback on the road, especially against a really great defense like the Steelers. Yeah, I mean, that's an easy Steeler win. Now, they get a bye week 10. Now, after the bye week, they have to play against the Baltimore Ravens. Now, this is going to be an interesting game, though. Another game that can go either way, though. Because if it's Lamar Jackson versus Justin Fields, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. But you know what? And I think it will be closer. But you know what? I'm going to go with the Ravens here because I just feel like the Ravens are the better team and they have the better quarterback and the better coach. I mean, it's again a rookie playing against a good Ravens defense. I mean, that's not good. So that's why I think the Ravens win. All right. Now, next game, I mean, and also the Ravens, the Bears, secondary is not going to have an answer for the Ravens with pass catchers. I feel like Rashad Bateman, Miles Boykins, Hollywood Brown, and Sammy Watkins, Mark Andrews. I feel like the Ravens' weapons are going to have a big day. Now, next game, they have to play versus the Cardinals week 13. Now, this is going to be a very interesting game, though. Now, this can go either way, though. But you know what? I kind of call it a trap game for some reason. But you know what? I feel like this game will be super close. I mean, both one of these teams can pull it off. And the Cardinals can barely pull off this win here. And the Bears could barely pull off the upset, too. And I don't know what to choose. But, if it's Andy Dalton versus Kyler, then I'm probably going to go with the Cardinals. But if it's Justin Fields versus Kyler Murray, then I think it's going to be a super close game and will be a shootout. I'm going to go with the Bears here because I just think I just feel like the Bears are going to upset the Cardinals. I mean, I just don't know why. I mean, I kind of feel like that the Bears defense is good enough, to like slow down the Cardinals offense and give Kyler Murray some issues. So, yeah. So, I think Justin Fields is going to have a big game that day. But I feel like it's going to be competitive and it's going to be super close. But I think the Bears are going to pull off the upset. But that can totally change my mind. All right, so now week 15, they have to play versus the Vikings on Monday Night Football. I actually have the Bears splitting with the Vikings. So I'm going to say the Bears, win the first game and then they lose the second game on week 18 versus the Vikings. I mean, the Bears and Vikings always play each other tough. I mean, there's no question for that. I mean, I just feel like the Vikings are just a better team. So, yeah, that's why the Vikings, split with them. Now, next game, they have to play versus Seahawks. Obviously, I have the Seahawks winning this game because I believe the Seahawks are just a better team. They have the better quarterback, and they're at home. And plus, I don't trust a rookie quarterback on the road as well. But I think it could be super close, though. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears pull off the upset. That's why I think Seattle wins. Next game, they have to play the Giants on Saturday, week 17. But I feel like this game's going to be very interesting, though. Now, this can go either way, though, because if this is Andy Dalton versus Daniel Jones, then I can pick the Giants. But you know what? The Giants have a dynamic offense, and, the Bears can... Now, Giants can barely pull this off, but I feel like the game can barely go either way, though, because the Giants, I feel like their defense, it was really good. They also improved the secondary. Now, we can see the Giants pull this one off, but I feel like it's going to be a shootout and will be a high-scoring game. But I'm going to say the Bears are going to win this game in a close one because I just kind of feel like that the Bears' defense is going to have a big game against. I just feel like the Bears' defense is going to find a way to, slow down Saquon in that rushing attack. And I just feel like that, that the Bears' defensive line is going to give Daniel Jones a tough time. And I feel like Justin Fields is going to have a big game. So, yeah. That's why I think the Bears are going to win this game, but I think it's going to be close, though. So, at this point, I have the Bears going 6-11. I mean, with 2-4 in their division, 5-7 in their conference, 5-3 at home, 1-8 away. I mean, that's just pretty good that's just kind of decent, but not good enough. I just kind of feel like that the Bears are going to decline this year. Because I know you're going to be saying I know you're going to hear a lot of people saying, oh, the Bears will probably get better because they got Justin Fields. But that don't really mean anything. So I feel like that the Bears are going to be dealing with some learning curves because with a new quarterback. I mean, when you look at their schedule is pretty tough, though. That's why I'm saying they're going to decline. Because when you look at the teams their schedule they got to play, they have to play the Rams, they play the Browns, they play the Raiders, they play the Packers twice, they play the Super Bowl champions, the Buccaneers, they play the Niners, the Steelers, the Ravens, the Cardinals, they play the Vikings twice, and they play the Seahawks. I mean, this is a hard schedule. And I feel like it will be difficult for them to overcome. Because I feel like this is a more difficult schedule than last year's. That's why I think the Bears will decline this year. Because, they were lucky to make the playoffs last season, but I don't think they're going to pull it off again. Yeah. Do I really want to give the Bears a few more wins? Do I? I don't know. I'm probably going to leave it at that 6-11. And I still don't really know if Matt Nagy is the answer. Is still going to be the coach for the future. I don't really know. But I hope Chicago proves me wrong. I just feel like that Chicago, they could be in rebuilding mode, but they kind of feel like an average team. So, yeah, that's how I feel about this team. So, yeah. But I could be. I hope I'm wrong, but I kind of see 6-11 going here. I like that they had their franchise quarterback. I feel like that Chicago will be an exciting team to watch. I want to see what they can do with their new rookie quarterback. But I just don't think this is the year they're going to be that much better in 2021. I mean, I just don't think they're there yet. So, yeah, so let me know in the comment section below on what you think. I mean, do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? I mean, just let me know in the comment section below. Well, it's Emmanuel Jones from The Big Fan. Hope you guys enjoy watching. It's Emmanuel Jones from Big Fan. Peace.